Hi everyone, I'm Mom Sandra,
I'm Ben's son.
and it's been almost 3 months that Ben's been clean.
Yeah.
Yay! Anyway, one of the things we wanted to talk about today is communication. We've been doing these videos for almost 2 years now, and what you see is us talking, communicating, having great conversations. And what we have found since Ben has been clean for almost 3 months, that, and Ben, you could address this too, is that you're learning to communicate differently because you're clear-minded,
Yeah.
right?
It's like in the videos we're always team left. She talks, I talk, and we have our coordination. And outside the videos and real life talk and just talking about our daily struggles and whatever. And it's not always as smooth as stuff. Sometimes it's quite a bit of friction sometimes. And I'm always looking to like find an answer, and she's like, she wants time to think, and so I'll be angry and she'll be like, we'll both be yelling, and
it's like, well,
it's not getting anywhere. We gotta take the time to just calm down and take a break and go back to it.
And it's so true. And for me, this has been a thing for me, since you were a little kid.
Yeah.
You and your sister would want something. Let's say you wanted to go bowling the next day, and I'm like, well, I don't know, I have to see. And you'd be like, please let me know. And I'm like, well, if you need an answer right now, the answer is no.
Yeah.
Because I need time to think. And it's like, okay, then you guys would actually sit back and say, okay, give Mom time to think about it.
Yeah.
And it worked for when you were young.
Well, it worked whenever. Like it worked out as in like sometimes you get a good answer you want, sometimes you can't get the answer you want. You just gotta learn to be okay with that. You know what I mean?
So now, as an adult, you're an adult, and now we have like important adult things that we discuss, and you want answers right now.
Because I feel like sometimes I'm struggling so much, or I'm in like the hole, and I'm like, I need to budget better. I need to find an answer. Let's do my budget now. And my mom's like, no, Ben, no, I can't do it now. Give me some time. I'm busy. I'm like, no, like I'm not busy. I'm or whatever. But she's like, but I am. And I'm like, well, I want to get done, and so I just gotta wait and we gotta work together. I can't always be my way.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's hard for me because I always want it to be my way, and I can't always have it that way. Nobody can. You always have to work together, or else you're not gonna get anywhere.
And that's such a big thing, because what do we do when we have that conflict? Well, we're learning that we have to have a mutual respect. I understand for you, it seems like an emergency, you want an answer.
Yeah.
And you're now understanding, for me, I need time. I need time, actually. This is a big thing for parents out there, or loved ones, that I have worked on not being reactive to things. And the way I do that is to be in a calm place. And we were just talking about a perfect example, and Ben, maybe you'll remember this. This was maybe a couple of years ago.
This is probably 2, 3, maybe even 4 years ago.
And you were in the hospital, you had OD'd, and the doctor told me that they found morphine and fentanyl in Ben's system.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I think this is when I was realizing how big a problem the addiction was, because I'm like, wow. So you were in the hospital in a room.
Yeah.
And I had said, Ben, do you know what they found in your system?
I was like, I don't know. What did they find? I don't know.
And I said, they found morphine and fentanyl.
And I was like, I thought I was doing heroin. And I was surprised. I remember this time, and I was very surprised on how my mom didn't react. It made me almost feel a little more comfortable, like, oh wow, like she's not freaking out at me. Usually she freaks out at me when I say something like that. And I was trying to be honest because I wanted to be honest, because I was at the hospital. She already knew what I did. There's no going back. Right. So I might as well tell her what I was thinking I was doing. But then I was surprised. I was honestly surprised when I found out that she didn't freak out and like.
Well, let me tell you, Ben.
You're freaking out in your head, probably.
He says, oh, I thought I was doing heroin, like it was no big deal. Inside, I'm thinking, holy crap, you're doing more than I even knew you were doing.
Yeah.
On the outside, my reaction was, ooh, that's scary.
Yeah, she's.
You
yeah.
did. That's scary. You think you're using one thing and then you're using something else.
And I didn't really care at the time. I'm like, oh well, it happens in the street. What do you expect? Kind of thing.
But the important thing I think here is our communication.
It was great communication at that one time. Like,
Yeah, and
that was at the start of when we started to get better with our communication.
yes, because I think me not reacting, you felt comfortable sharing more
I felt
things.
more comfortable because you don't want to tell somebody and just be yelled at, or else you're gonna stop telling them stuff. I know that for a fact. When my mom used to freak out a lot, I'd avoid telling her stuff because I'd regret telling her after. If I told her something, she'd be, "Oh Ben, why did you do this?
Yeah.
Why blah blah blah?" I'm like, oh, I regretted it. I'm like, why did I even bother?
Yeah.
You know, like.
So, we're sharing this because I can't change what Ben does. I can't change what he chooses to do, but I can change how I react. And so now we go full circle to our communication.
Yeah.
We've come a long way. We could talk, we could do these videos, we could share our experiences. But that being said, we are working outside of the videos on daily situations. So Ben is learning, would you say, patience?
Yeah, I'm starting to learn a little more patience. I have patience for other things, but I need more patience for fixing my problems and my mom. I need more patience for my mom.
Yeah, thanks.
That's for sure.
And I need time to be able to get myself in a place where I'm not reactive, because I want to have an effective conversation with Ben. I don't need to be right. I don't need to be wrong. I want to be effective. And the best way for us to be effective is for me to be, call it zen, whatever you want. But
Respect
I
is
need
a
to.
two-way street.
Yeah.
Like, just because, like, if you have to be able, you respect the kids or your loved ones that's an addict or something, but your addict a person needs to be able to respect you and trust you that you're not gonna make them feel bad about what they've done, because they probably already feel bad. I know I always felt bad about doing that. I hid it from everybody. I was kind of embarrassed, or I didn't want to tell people. But you have to feel comfortable and trust in the person that they'll be able to trust you and be able to open up to you, because that's the whole part of it. To have good communication, you need to have trust in each other. You know what I mean? It's not just respect. You need to trust and believe that it's okay to open up and not be yelled at or told you're wrong or put down because you're doing something wrong. Or, you know what I mean? You have to make them want to feel good about themselves. Not good about themselves, but you want to make them feel okay, that it's okay to open up with what they're doing, like doing certain drugs or doing whatever else, for example.
And I know for me, Ben, when you were using, I felt good in the fact that you were sharing things. I mean, Ben was sharing things that no mom ever wants to hear, but knowledge is power. For me, it was like, okay, I know what he's doing. I don't agree with it. I don't like it, but it helped me in my survival during your addiction.
Yeah.
So, in the end, we are working on our communication in dealing with situations, and we're learning to not be emotional in our conversations, and that's why I need to step back, because I don't want to be emotional.
Yeah.
We're learning to.
I don't want to be yelling at her. I need an answer now. Why can't we work it out now? Well, why? Because not everything needs to be quick answers. Quick fixes aren't always the best answer. Sometimes you gotta take your time to find a good budget plan, for me, example, or find a plan to quit, or lots of things.
Yeah.
You just gotta find time to work on your said problem or issue.
And we're going to agree to disagree.
You have to be able to do that. I hate doing that, but we have to do it. It works. You have to agree to disagree, because that will help out the argument from happening.
And in the end, respect for each other's ways.
Yeah, like she respects I want an answer now. Maybe we could talk brief about some sort of an answer, but say we'll finish it in a half hour or an hour.
Yeah.
Or we'll finish it later or tomorrow.
And you respect giving me time.
Like, yeah, if you can't think of a full answer, at least try to think of some of it, and then be like, okay, give me time. I want to think and calm down, and then we can go back to it when I'm more calm or whatever,
So the two big things in our communication is trust and respect.
Trust and respect.
So we are going to continue to communicate
Best we can.
the best we can, trust and respect.
Yeah.
And remember, where there is breath,
There's hope.
amen.
Peace.